Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be doing makeup on a dark skin. In fact, this dark skin is different from the other dark skin we did the other day. This one is a black key, and guys, this one would blow your mind. So first off, I clean with my micellar water. Make sure you clean the face thoroughly, and as you can see here that the face is so dirty, because the more reason why I had to take another wipes to clean the face. This is my micellar water from Cosmetics. For those of you that are always saying I don't mention my products, this is me using Mario Badescu to rehydrate the skin. Please, I am speaking out loud now. So next I go in with my serum. And please do not forget, like I always say, for every step in your skin prep, make sure that it dries with a fan, even if there is AC around you. So this is me applying my serum to the face, and I do not bother if my client has an oily skin or not. The most important thing is I make sure that I moisturize the face very well. So now I'm using my TM Essentials moisturizer. Guys, I am mentioning the products now. Don't come to the comment section and start saying that I'm not mentioning my product. This is me using the TM Essentials moisturizer. If I'm dealing with an oily skin, as much as I do not care about that, I would not use a serum. I would go straight to my moisturizer after hydrating the skin. So here you should know that there is a fan taking all of this in. So the moment you feel like it gets sticky, like you feel like okay, the particular process has gotten sticky, then you can go in with your next process. So this is me cleaning my brush with a dry tissue, and the next thing is to apply my primer. This is my Aqua Grip from Cosmetics as well. Yeah, so I'm going to be applying it, and if you have been following me, you would notice that I do not apply primer under the eyes. So this is me using an hydrating primer. In this look, I would not be using a mattifying primer because I want to achieve a very dewy finish. This class is for you guys. Kindly subscribe. If you're watching this, kindly subscribe. This is me using my L'Oreal C12 and my Ava foundation in shade 10. This is me using my Beauty Line by DD Beauty blender. So that's what I'm going to be using for this look. Can you see how dark the foundation is? So there's this trick I use for my dark skin. If you're dark, I'll make sure that I use a darker foundation so that when I start to highlight and brighten your face, it balances, it doesn't get lighter. Because one thing about dark skin is if they end up stepping out like outdoor, they begin to look lighter. That's why I always go for a darker foundation. So I used L'Oreal in C12 and Ava in shade 10. So now this is me using my So Pro red matte lipstick for the wet blush. So when it comes to my very dark skin people, my very dark skin clients and models, I do not contour, because what's there to contour? Nothing. Please, if you are watching this and you're enjoying this video, kindly like, drop a very nice comment, and subscribe if you haven't. So now straight to my concealer. This is me using Kenya and Ghana foundation, V Beauty Second Skin foundation. That is what I'm using to highlight the face, and that is what I am applying right now. I was unable to show the product because there was no time to do that, so that is what I'm using for my highlights. I'm using a foundation. This is me using my beauty blender to blend all the highlights together, and enjoy. So in order to top up my highlight, I used the Juvia's Place concealer in shade 6, and I applied it in a very little manner. So I'm going to be blending it into the skin as well. in order to like enhance my highlights. So enjoy. So here I'll be using my setting powder Nutmeg in Miracle to set the face with another beauty blender. So that's what I'm setting the face with now. Please make sure that before you get to this stage, make sure that the under eye is well blended with your already wet beauty blender. Make sure that everything is well blended, then you can go ahead to set. So when I deal with my dark skin, I like to set with my setting powder before I go in with my powder setting. Please make sure that you dab in, make sure that you cover every part that needs to be covered with your setting powder. Make sure that you also dust off from your beauty blender before applying on the face for a very smooth finish. I'm going to beg you once again, do not watch this video for free. Click on the subscribe button and subscribe. Thank you. Now I'm going to set with Avor in shade 20. That's the new Avor compact powder. So I'm going to set the under eye again. Can you see how dark she is? She is black in a very beautiful way. Like, she's so dark. Nigeria has done its own again. So that's the reason why I'll be using my Juvia's Place eyeshadow palette to contour her face, because my powder palette would not have a shade for a contour. So I'll be using this shade to contour her skin. That's to contour the sides, and I would also be using it to contour the nose area as well. Please make sure that when you are dealing with a dark skin, you have to be very careful with the colors and make sure that you blend so well. This is Annie's Beauty blush palette, and I'm using the red shade there. This is the Norban Beauty compact powder as well. So this is a Norban Beauty mineralized compact powder in shade Accra. So you make sure that you use your powder. You can use your powder palette, you can use your single powders, you can use any powder that would match our neck and that would match our general skin. So now I'm using the same Juvia's eyeshadow palette. That same color I used for the side contour is what I'm using for the nose contour as well, in order to define and to further slim a nose. So that's what I'm using to contour. Please, you guys should subscribe, because some of you will just come onto my page to watch, gain knowledge and go away. Please, we become family members. You guys should like and comment. I want to see your comments, I want to see your questions, I want to see everything. And like the last video, I promise I'm going to reply. And do not forget, this is just the part 1, and get ready for part 2 in the next 24 hours. The part 2 will be uploaded. Thank you guys for everything. Thanks for your love. So now it's time to bake the face. We're going back to our Nutmeg in Miracle to bake the face. Please, when baking, just bake the under eye. That's fine. You don't have to go all over and start baking the chin area or the forehead, especially when you're dealing with dark skin people, so it doesn't get too much. I hope you understand that. So now I'm using my brow tamer from TM Essentials. When you use your brow tamer to tame the brows, always try to use your hand or the back of the brush to press it, and if possible you can use an hand fan to like make sure that it dries before you proceed to do your brows. But for me, I'll leave it to dry while I continue with my eyeshadow. So this is me using the Blossom eyeshadow primer. Yes, so that's what I'm applying. You apply it in a full form, don't use too much, and make sure that you blend your eyeshadow primer very well. I'm sure if you're following me, you know how much I love this eyeshadow primer. It is very affordable, and trust me, it works like magic. It is very good for a matte eyeshadow. It's a very good base for a matte eyeshadow, shimmer eyeshadow, and any other thing that you are going to put on your eye area. So it works so well. This is not a paid ad, guys. Blossom eyeshadow primer is good. So this is the Annie's Beauty eyeshadow palette in Meet the Browns. Please just watch closely how I See, the thing is, when it comes to eyeshadow, I'm a lover of brown, and I think I place eyeshadow according to the person's skin. She's dark, so I definitely will use a very dark black base brownish eyeshadow for like the transition. If she was a bit lighter, I would go with a brownish eyeshadow base. If she's way lighter, I'll make sure that I use a very light brown as well, just for the base. And today would be doing a very shimmer look, and I will also be using the eyeshadow from Annie's Beauty, the green palette. That's what we're going to be using today. So for now, you guys should enjoy the rest of the video. So I used the two kinds of yellow in this green palette. This palette is from anniesbeauty.ng on Instagram. This is also not a paid ad. I really love their eyeshadow palette and I am in love with it, honestly. Like, they really did a good job on this. So now I'm using like the very deep shimmer palette inside. That's what I'm applying now. See, this is one palette that with the shimmer you are good to go. You don't even need a pigment or a glitter to like pronounce this look in any form. This is so beautiful. Adding a glitter or a pigment is like additional bonus, but like this is so awesome. To be honest, this is so beautiful. So for people with this kind of skin, I just take my black gel liner. You can use Zara, you can use Teyla, you can use Yanga to just create your brows. So I used my Teyla as always to draw the line of my brows, and both up and down. Made sure that I defined the brows well, yeah, just like I've done here. And then I fill it in from the middle to the end. I fill it in very well. Then from the beginning to the middle, I fill it in a very, very soft form, just so that you can have like this natural finish. Before the end of this video, if you've not subscribed to my channel, I am currently kneeling down. Please subscribe, because we still have so many other interesting content coming up soon, so many tutorials that you would learn from, and it is not only on makeup. Watch out for part 2 of this look in the next 24 hours. Subscribe if you have not. See you. Bye.